What is going on? Howdy, howdy. Oh, playing some craft today. Playing some craft. Sorry, I almost missed my start of the stream. I was trying to freaking look at I was trying to figure out a way to see if I could like pin the score of the soccer game on my PC, but I might not be able to pin it on my PC, which is kind of annoying because I'm curious because Brazil and Norway are tied right now. They're freaking tied. So I thought it'd be cool to have that up, but I'll probably just get rid of that. But let me change a couple more things. All right, let's load in to our single player YouTube stream world. We're going to the nether today because there's a few things that I want to do, and we actually have a portal already built for us. But right now, the thing that I need to get over there to go there, uh, to basically just kind of give us on our equipment is going for our arcane, for ours Noveu, whatever it is. But we're trying to get into that section of stuff here. Sorry, it is a little dark. It's just a tad dark. See the subscribe, the whole subscribe with the pickaxe into it. Practical effect, by the way. Practical. Like right now, it kind of looks like, oh, that could be a green screen. That, there could be a green screen right here. But actually, what's actually happening is that this is like my actual physical laptop with a picture of subscribe on it with a little pickaxe that actually comes out of the mug that it's sitting in so that it actually, I don't know how I got this, when I got this. It's been a while, but we have our own real life diamond pickaxe. Pull it back out here. But we set that right there. So it's mining the subscribe button. So you should hit the subscribe button if you're prepared. Sorry this is taking so long. I'm gonna turn on the light. All right, lights on. Lights on, lights off. You can actually see me now. Thank goodness. All right. Well, I probably should have loaded into the world prior to starting the stream. I didn't realize it'd take this long. It usually does. I always forget it does that. And then I need to open the quest tab, otherwise that takes forever too. Forever to load up. But what I need to do, I'm still trying to figure out this whole content creator lifestyle out. And there's a few things that I've been trying to figure out, but I need to probably get my socials because I've got two different socials now that are chilling. I'm vibing on just Instagram and TikTok as well. I'm just kind of throwing shorts up on there, so it's ever more likable for the YouTube audience. Kind of enjoying these streams and such. You'll get that content on both places. So right now I'm just kind of ramping those up, trying to catch them up. I think for July the plan is to post something every day until we're caught up with the current content schedule, which is going to be, I need to put out I can probably make a little graphic or something. I could probably make just a little graphic and kind of put out like the current schedule, because the current schedule is simply just Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, we'll do some shorts. I'll get shorts up on the channel. Monday and Tuesday, nothing is going to be happening really. So Mondays and Tuesdays, not much is happening. And then on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, I plan to stream Overwatch at the moment just because I'm doing the challenge. And then Saturday, Sunday, we stream Minecraft. However, I may stream Minecraft more on Friday night too, depending on, how Minecraft's going. All right. I'm glad to see that this villager just never wants to leave me alone. He's just gonna keep, you know. Oh, uh, hey guys. So let's talk about this. Let's be chill. All right. It's a 3v1, not super fair. Not super fair. I don't have any armor. Hey, do you by chance could you be a mercenary? Like, can I buy your services to help with the gaggle of fellas? Like, dude, what? Get out of here, you psychos! I don't have anything to fight you. I didn't. I should have made an attack spell. I should have. I just have the. I just have the mining spell. That's really unfortunate. However, I did come across a diamond sword, so um for Narnia, I guess. I don't know. Going in. Oh, they're dead, bro. They're dead. I've earned 1 level. I've done some things. I've done some things. But yeah, I guess we'll take all their nonsense. So the pillager charm fragment, the ominous banner, and then obviously the ominous bottle. We can put that stuff on if we want to do like some village raids, which we could do. I don't know if I do it around here though. Don't know if I do it around here, but let's go ahead and throw the rest of this crap in here. So here's the thing. I'm not going to take much with me. I'm going to put that away. We're going to put this away for now. There's a zombie somehow that just appeared out of nowhere. Nice. I don't want to take very much with me. I think taking things with me is probably going to be a bad idea. We are going to take... What do I need? 6, 7 for pants. We'll take some gold pants just because gold pants would be good to have so that I don't get attacked by piglins, kind of just based on how this goes. But we're also, yeah, we need to make some hot bread. Hot bread. Hot bread. Put it in there. Put it in there. Okay, we got 19 breads. So let's go ahead and just eat some bread actually before we head on to this ominous journey. So basically, this is kind of the thing. This is the thing that we're doing. So I actually have a couple of plans today. So the first plan is to get to the nether and kind of just scope it out. And scoping it out doesn't mean like we go in and like explore every single little thing, but it is going to be about possibly like I forgot what I was going to say. However, I think I might actually leave the diamond sword here and take this with me. So I'm actually just taking that one. And then we're going to make just an iron pickaxe so that we have something to go through, but I'm not taking a lot of chances here with the current gear that we have, especially our mage book. I want to make sure we keep our mage book for a while. That would be something that we definitely need to keep. So we'll throw in, we'll take these two. We'll take a pickaxe, some food, some bread, random bread, because we're still obviously cooking that up. Let's go ahead and take a nap. I don't have a flint and steel, so I'm going to have to go either A, find one, or B, make one. And all I need for that is going to be one of these guys, and then I need a gravel, so I guess we just go to the ocean. Go to the ocean. Because we did discover that place. We'll have to run there. Either that or I take a chest with me. Maybe I take a chest with me. Or I just put my... Because I'll take a broom out that way. Hey, what's going on, crabs? Howdy doody. I'm looking for some gravel. You seen any? Seen any gravel, guys? We're looking for gravel. And I do have some like ideas as well for the farms. We'll get into the farms after we do this. Like I said, I want to go scope this out first. I just want to see what it's like on the other side. I don't see any gravel. This is just absolutely unfortunate beyond my means. I swore there was like a lot of gravel in the river next to me. I guess not. I think I'm a liar. I didn't get hurt by that cactus this time. So armor makes it so I don't get hurt by the cactus? That's crazy. That's crazy. That's insane. Can I find some gravel, please? Is there no gravel in this riverbed? It is way down there though. Like I was hoping for some just like easy pickings off the top. I guess we'll just. Okay, fine. Fine. Whoa, look at that. That's awesome. Do I see some over there? I think I do. Let's go. I'd mind this stuff, but it's like under the water, and I don't really feel like doing. I don't feel like dealing with that, to be honest. Like, I don't feel like it. Not something I'm really feeling into at the moment. I should have picked up one at some point, but I never actually did. And I think this is going to be tough sledding because it's kind of like the formation generation of this island. Dude, I was going to say, what if we got it first try? There is some down here. Ow. I don't know if we're going to end up getting one. Shucks. Yeah, let's head. I did see some open stuff over here. There might be maybe a better little gravel patch that we can find on. That kind of looks like diamonds, but I know it's not. It can't be. I know it's not. Yeah, it's not. It's antimony or whatever that's called. I need gravel, though. I'm hearing something, but I don't like it. I'm hearing something, and I don't like it. All right, well, I guess the first thing that we need to do is do a quest for gravel. There was that seems to be the first thing that needed to be done today versus actually just jumping into the nether. Oh, there we go. Can I just get one flint? There we go. Thank goodness. All right, so now we got our flint and steel. Let's sprint back to the house now that we've gone all the way out here for just the fun of it. Find one piece of flint. And like I said, armadillo, that's what it was. That's the weird thing I was hearing was the armadillo. Little guy. Little freaking guy. All right, so what do we got for time? Midday, right? Yeah, we're totally fine. We're going into the nether. It doesn't matter. We're going into the night. So we're going to go in there, and we are going to, like I said, scope some things out. We'd love to come back with some quartz. A decent amount of quartz would be nice. Blaze rods might be a little bit on the, like, it'd be awesome, but it might not happen kind of thing. That's probably way up there. I thought that was a frog, but that's a fish. And if we can get, there's some gravel. I literally walked right past it. Cool. But you always find it when you don't need it, you know. But if I can get a couple of blaze rods, 2 blaze rods to be exact, that would be perfect. That would be enough to level up my spell book so that my spell book's actually already like super decent, and then we'll be able to mine whatever the heck we want because it'll be a diamond level. I guess we won't be able to mine like netherite level, but diamond level is still pretty good. So my crafting table is not in there. Actually, no, I don't need my crafting table. I don't really need this stuff, so Into the natural trash can it goes. Goodbye. Despawn for me. All right. Now we're going to... Ooh, I don't remember. Where are we going? We are going... So we need to actually... So we need to go to this town. This town doesn't have a thing, but this town does, and that's Draxerid. Draxerid. Honestly, could break that one and take it to Drax and take it here. That's also, this one also has one. That could be a later opportunity because, like I said, we're just gonna go. So we need to go to Draxerid, and we're gonna actually make Draxerid go back up to the top. So you're up there. So Karker, you're gonna go down. Okay, perfect. Ouch. All right. Now we are heading straight this way. Straight northeast. Straight northeast into the chaos of the wilds. Because over here we found a full portal. And like the city just has a full portal just chilling, waiting for it to be activated, which is freaking awesome. Like, I've never seen this before in this mod pack. I've never seen it generate like this, but it's awesome that it did. Because that requires 0 effort from me to get this thing going. That's basically it, right? So here it is. It is live, it is active. Not active, but it will be right now. So we're good to go. Wish me luck. Wish me luck. We're gonna need it. It might take a second. What is that? What is that ore? That's weird. There's some prosperity. There's some prosperity right there. Some netherite. Netherite gold. Oh, here. I was hoping maybe to find some quartz just down here, but I don't see any. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm hearing stuff. Okay, there's some inferium, but I wanted to check out and see what the heck this stuff was. What's this? Sapphire, ruby, moldavite. And it's a diamond. So I can't even mine it with the current setup. Interesting. Alright, well, we need nether quartz, so that's kind of why we're here for at least some portion of today. It's all kind of nether quartz related. Because we need to come out with, I think, 2 blocks of nether quartz. That's kind of like the... Okay, I hear his ghast. That's fine, though. That's fine. It's not next to me, right? Surely. Surely when I come out of this hole, it's not going to be above me. Like, that would be crazy, right? That'd be insane for it to be... Oh, I can hear it. I think it's, like... It's over there somewhere. It's kind of in, like, the open portion of this. So, here's the deal. So, we've got plenty of quartz, I think. So if I go to... Hold on. Let's do this. Quest... There's some weird sounds happening. I don't like them. You might not be able to hear them because I still don't understand my audio. I don't know what's loud, what's not. So ours, we are looking for this Mage's Spellbook, and the Mage's Spellbook is 3 diamonds, 2 blocks of quartz. So we've got that. We do have extra obsidian, so the only 2 things that I'd be looking for right now would be blaze rods. And the only way to get blaze rods is by... Apparently you can make some with the promise of tenacity as well. I don't know how that works. There's a lot of different things in here that don't make a whole ton of sense. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Okay, anyway, but we're gonna need, so we've got enough for 2 blocks for sure. Is that just a homie? Like, who's this guy? He's got a backpack on. It's a good thing I have golden pants. Okay. Don't do that, bro. Don't do that. You're scaring the crap out of me. Okay, so there's a piglin, but what we... Stop it. It's scaring me. You're scaring me. Scaring the children. What is that? Soul fire. So there's like some sort of circle on fire there. So that's crazy. I'm not sure what all of this stuff is. I think it's just trees themselves. All right. I was hoping maybe we'd be next to a structure. That was kind of the thing, was there is a big structure there, that's piglin brutes, so that's off limits. Absolutely off limits there. I'll get killed immediately if I tried walking into there. Something's right here, like this way, but I don't know if I can actually get there without like going off the map or doing like a ton of terraforming to get there. So, but we can try. It's, you know, we can try with what pickaxe we have, you know. Like, we can try getting across. So it's just straight this way. So, I don't know. Can we try it? Let's just head this way and see what happens. Some citrine, can't even mine that. Some crimson iron. You can use that for iron. Just red. Alright, if we see lava, run away. Just backtrack the way we came. I'm hearing things I don't like. I'm hearing things I don't like. I don't like it. Okay, I'm hearing fire, so that means I'm not, like, super far under the ground or anything. Alright, the most useless ore that I've ever seen in my life. Fluorite. Hopefully this just pops us right out in front of that little building. Whatever it is. Hopefully there's no other digging required, because we're going to run out of a pickaxe, and we might not even make it through this hole. We might have to come back. We did get the quartz, though, so I'm happy about that, at least. But the blaze rods are going to be what we need. I'm not underneath anything, am I? Oh? Alright. We've lost our pickaxe. So, fun little adventure. I said I was just going to scope it out. We can go really fast. Break my computer in the process. Okay. Hopefully that's bright enough for you guys. It probably is. My screen's probably, yeah, it's just low. Alright, well, thanks everyone for, you know, giving me that insight. I hear the gas. Don't like that I'm hearing the gas. But this is a nice little spawn, actually. It's not bad. That actually is decently safe for me to hang out on. This village is extremely lit. Extremely well lit. Like, holy cow. Hey, can I sleep in here, dudes? Y'all got any, like, library beds? You got any beds for librarians to chill on? Fellas? Fellas. No library beds. That's baloney. I hate that you guys don't have a freaking teleporter. I teleport back home. I did kind of get what I wanted. I got yeah. Like I said, I got kind of what I wanted. It's not necessarily exactly what I wanted. Oh, there's a bed up here. I know there is. Could be a villager already in it though. I think there is a villager who's usually chilling on these things. Oh no, there isn't. Cool. What do we got? Some more bread. I'll take bread. Some more corn kernels. I've already got corn kernels. We can always come back for seeds and raid all these seed chests too, but let's go ahead and make. Okay. So I really didn't need that many quartz. Literally only needed like three ores. We are gonna do that thing though. So hold on. Let's go to the text chat. So click here if you want to access this. So apparently, so there's this thing. I have no idea what this is. I don't know what it does. But you can basically level up yourself a little bit with like some different things. And so I'm gonna say, so there's like an experience one where you can get more experience, but I think speed bonus could be that's when you're in, or maybe not. I don't know what this is for, but I'd rather say we receive less damage. Less damage would be nice to have. So I don't know what I did, but I did it. And yes. Yes. I think what I'm going to do while I'm out here, and I know that this village is over here, I'm going to head this way and see if we can't loot anything cool while we're just out and about. And then we'll head back home because we can just go home from that village. It's got a portal. What, I don't know what this is. I don't know what that is, but actually that is kind of a far way away, isn't it? It's not that bad. We'll make it. We'll make it. Don't worry about it. There's an allay. Yeah, this village has an allay, which is interesting. Whee! Under the sea. You know, actually, hold on a second. I have an idea. I have an idea. There is, like I said, there is a necromancer tower. There is a necromancer tower actually like decently close to my base. There could be, I'm not saying there will be, but there could be blaze rods at the necromancer tower. It would make sense if they were. So let's go check it out after this. Let's go hit the village. It's a dead village. Nice. I know they still have a waystone though, so we're definitely gonna come back here at some point and steal the waystone because they ain't nobody living here. Everyone dead. Yeah, when there's cobwebs and stuff. Mute point, man. Zombie villagers. Y'all in here or no? And there's no loot either. Oh, I guess there's loot in this house, but is there a zombie villager in here too? Hey, pickaxe. Jeez. Why do y'all sound so scary, bro? Stop that. Stop that. I just did find a pickaxe, so hold on a second. We're just gonna murk this. We're taking this, and we're going back to the good village. This village sucks. Get me out of here, bro. And then we have one to get, ouch. Then we have one to get right back to where we need to go every time to get into the nether. Then it's just not like then it's not something where I'm going to have to like build an actual portal either. Like I don't need to build one if I don't have to kind of thing. Which is honestly huge. That would just make it so much easier. So much easier just to keep going back and forth versus actually building one, like I said. We did just get a little trophy though that we can put up in our house once we get this waypoint set up here. We'll just call it portal or something. Since it's not a random spawn anymore because we broke it. All right. Give me this. We're just going to throw it right here. Portal. Boom. Now we got our portal set up. And because I don't really feel like keeping this little guy around, we'll put him up right there. Little trophy. Little trophy here. We'll see it every time. We go home. And beautiful. Freaking beautiful. Okay. So, the plan. Let's go ahead and get our broom. There we go. Let's jump on this bad boy, and then I'll keep just this beef here. We'll throw the rest of this stuff in here too, because I don't necessarily need to keep it on me. We can get another broom if things go poor here. I don't think they're going to, because I'm not going to try to anger the guy. But we could potentially anger him on accident, which wouldn't be the best thing ever. So I think it's this thing right here. If I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure there's a tripwire, but I'm pretty sure it's that. If not, it's one of these buildings. So can I just add like a waypoint? Can I just say like temporary? I don't know if it like shows up on the actual. It's the opposite way of that. It's this way. Yeah, it doesn't even show up on the thing. That's annoying. Okay, well. Can I remove that? Thanks. Because we're just going to go this way. Let's zoom up a little bit. Whee! All right. Into the sky. Having access to these, I'm pretty sure it was over here because I came from over here and I saw it. And obviously I saw that and I was like, oh my God, that's terrible, because I was right there and I crossed. And then I decided not to settle on this little island because I thought it was going to be cool. But I saw it in the distance. I swear I did. Where did I see it? To my left. Is that a necromancer tower? I don't even know if it is or not. Maybe I'm crazy. Elephants? Hello. How are you? There's also just a random waypoint. Okay, chill. I don't think this is a necromancer tower, guys. I think I have bamboozled myself. Not a necromancer tower. I can attest it is not that. So where did I see one? I swear I saw one with like the fire coming out and everything. Maybe that was on a different world. I swore I saw one though. Because where did I come from? So I spawned. Don't think that's it. That's a mushroom. I spawned all the heckin' way up here though. Like I spawned up here. And then I made just some sort of serious trek down this way. Because there was this thing right here. Horrific place to go. Terrifying. Or no, that's the village I started in. It was here that was terrifying. That was the horrific thing that I never want to go back to ever again. That was scary. We'll go there eventually. get everything kind of looted up. But man, I'm trying to think, like, I swore I saw something there, but maybe I didn't. I mean, we could be looting some of these things. These trees are really cool, actually, by the way. But we can do a little bit of traveling. Oh, dude, a sea serpent. Look at that guy. He's gonna jump. He's jumping. Absolutely not, brother. What in the world? Bro literally launched himself out of the water to come get me. Oh, and there's an even bigger one over there. Yeah, no thanks. That's why you don't go in the water, okay? This mode, scary. Terrifying. Let's check this. We can check a little wagon, huh? Apples and such. No use for them. We gotta be careful. Oh. Possible. It's not unheard of that there could be something here. Because there could be. Ah, dang it. I was hoping. I was hoping and praying that there was a shot. There's some blaze gold. A silk touch pickaxe, though. Take that. Every day of the week, baby. Oh, wait. Compressed iron chestplate? I will take that. And put that on. Okay. So, we need to keep... We're going to keep kind of traversing a little bit. Not going to go too crazy on the travel. We'll probably just kind of do like a little circle or something. If I can find another village, I'll take down the village because that'll probably have another blood thing. Otherwise, we can maybe... What the heck is that? Get me up above these redwoods, please. These redwoods? Crazy tall. Kind of just going to pass that thing. I'm not sure it's actually going to benefit me in any way. What's that? There's something there. Oh, you know what? Oh, is it not on this world? It was on a different world that I had. Um, I like spawned into a world and there was this giant black rock that was just chilling in the sky, and I didn't know what to do with it. Dang it! Yeah, it's on a different world. Shucks. All right. Well, let's just keep on keeping on. I think if we can find one, there's a potential. There's a potential to find a random blaze rod just chilling in the overworld, I think. I I think it's possible. You might not, but I do. I think it's possible. This is... Oh, hey, hey, hey. Oh, hey, hey. Oh, hey, hey, hey. Chill, chill. Is there a bed up here? There isn't. But I know there's TNT under here, so break so I don't blow up. Abyssal touch, riptide, precision, severing. Interesting. Hmm. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not going to happen for us. I might have to legit. I might have to legit get to the Nether and fight some stuff. That might have. That might just be the play. That might just be what you have to do. Unfortunately, that's fine. We'll just head this direction for now. Speedy quick. What's this thing? I've never explored one of these, so I don't even know what these are. We'll figure it out, I suppose. I mean, I won't say no. I won't say no. Hold on. Let's let's just do some light descending here. Steal some stuff out of it. It's an air raid. These don't have chests. I'm about positive they don't. Yeah, they just have those things, which are just kind of like little portals or whatever. These being here are awesome. And we're home. Sweet. I am gonna make these farms smaller, by the way. That is another thing that I plan on doing. Oh, door's open. Door's just open. We'll get that closed. All right. Let's go ahead and fill this broom back up with some blood. Go to the blood house. Head to the blood house. Get some blood recuperation. Sweet. All right. So we're full back up on blood again. Yeah, I wish you could like break these. I wish you could break them and they turned into... I'm just going to break this one. Ah. I was hoping maybe it'd be just kind of like one of those weird things where it just like gives you like the... Because I know if you break like a... What's it called? A blaze... Not a blaze. Am I crazy? If you break a ender chest, it turns into a bunch of obsidian. If you don't have a silk touch. So it's actually kind of crazy. Okay. At least we're in the daytime now. Potentially doing some of this exploring. I don't think I'm gonna find... I don't think I should even waste my time on this. I think we should just get going on the mod. I don't think it's worth... We're just gonna end up doing nothing for forever, you know? So, we thought about it. We tried. Let's just head back home. And then let's get going on this mod. Let's get some... Let's be a mage. Let's get some mage stuff happening here. Because we already have the one book. And the book basically allows us to mine right now. We need to do some more. Okay. So we now have access to the scribe table. So if you want to cast better spells, you'll need a scribe table to unlock new glyphs for your spell book. There are 3 tiers of glyphs to unlock. Each one requires some experience and items. The scribe's table is also used to attach spells to spell parchments. To do this, a spell parchment on the table. Select the spell in your spell book, then sneak right, whatever. This table can pull from other stuff. Did a source berry roll. So here's the tier 1 glyphs. This is probably where we need to stay for the time being. But let's see. Glyph of Ignite. Start stuff on fire. Glyph of Slow Fall, Glyph of Pull, Glyph of Harm. That's probably what we need is Harm. Like a Harm a harm and then maybe like a freeze or something. Glyph of, okay, I thought it said glyph of diesel. But some of these over here, like these are crazy. These are tier 2s. So tier 1 require 3 levels of experience to be made. Cool. Tier 2s, they also require the Mage's Spellbook, so you need the second level up of that. And then this one also requires an Archmage Spellbook, which is crazy. We're never going to be able to get to that. Not at the moment. So right now we need to go into the different section, which is the Imbuement Chamber. So we need to get going on this side of the mod. So to create the main crafting items, we need source gems. And we'll also need to make an Imbuement Chamber. Requires source amount by source itself, but also source jars as power. Several recipes also require arcane pedestals. So, yeah, so we'll need to build the imbuement chamber, which is that. So, and we have a ton of gold because we did find a bunch of gold. So, feel good on the gold. Feel good on the gold. Let's get a bunch of gold. Let's get a bunch of these archwood planks. Let's put this together. Let's put this bad boy together. So it's like this, this, and this. All right, imbued. And we're going to actually stick it just over here for now because I want it to be able to have access to, I think it's this thing that I wanted access because it'll pull like from all this stuff growing. It's weird. Trust me. It's cool. It'll work. So this will pull imbuement stuff. And so now what we need, so we've got the imbuement, so we get that. Got some planks from that. And then source gems. So to create source gems, we'll need to either put lapis or amethyst shards into the imbuement chamber. Over time, these will convert to source gems. Nice. And we got some source jars. The source jar. So in ours, which we just need glass and then half slabs, which is easy enough. The power system for machines is source. So to start collecting some source, we'll need a source jar. Source jars can also be moved with buckets or by breaking and picking up source jars. So we can do, so it actually just gives us a couple, or a source jar, actually. So we've got more. But I think the imbuement chamber needs pedestals. So this needs like legitimately pedestals. So we'll do, yeah, so agronomic source link. So it creates source using the growth of plants. So we're going to use this to our advantage, but we'll go to our source stones. With source gems, you can get started crafting various machines. La 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 la. Arcane pedestals are needed for the ritual brazier and crafting items, enchantment apparatuses, and such. And I think that's what these are. The imbuement chamber requires source. It produces several recipes also require arcane pedestals to be placed around it as well. So we'll just do 3. I think we just need 3 of them for now. But so we need source gems, some nuggets, and then source stones, which I think we have. I think we've got all of this stuff. We did, because remember I picked up like 50 of those. I found like 50 of them somewhere. Yeah, look at that. 50 source stones. And I've got 10 source gems. And then, I don't know, do we just have some nugs? Some gold nugs? Well, we can make some gold nugs. Won't make too many. Well, we do need to make 8. Yeah, we need more than 9. So, well, I was going to make more than 9, but I just walked away. Okay. So, now what we need to do is build... So, was it like this? I think it was like that. Like that. And then a source gem in the middle. Yeah, okay. So, let's do 3 of these. Because I wanted to do 3. Because I think we need 3 pedestals for our thingamabob. I think we need it like this. Ah, stuck. So I think that's how you do it. So this is how you make like interesting stuff, I think. We'll see though. So now what I want to do is build one of these fellas. The agronomic source link. So placing this near growing plants or saplings will provide source. Archwood trees provide. Note, bone mealing does not produce source, so it's got to be organic. So let's do this. So this just needs 2 source gems, 2 sources, a gold, 2 gold ingots, and a wheat. And I don't have the wheat, but I could just get the wheat right now by doing that. Okay. And I think it's pretty forgiving. Like it's a decent space that you can get the source from. And then you can actually kind of just output this. Because I think I can just stick them like right here. I can just stick it like right there. And then if it's connected, I think, am I crazy? I think it works this way, so hold on. Okay. It might not be super crazy fast because I'm... Oh, yeah, it worked. Yep, it's going. And this is all going to just happen all the time because it is. So I don't know how far away we'll try to pull, but it might try to pull a decent ways away. And so it'll actually fill these up pretty good. So I don't know what this does, though. Like, I don't know what it means for us in the long term. So let's head back home. Hit the snooze button. Hit the snooze. Okay. So we've got this plugged in at the moment. It's plugged in. I can eat these. So what does that give me? Improves mana regeneration for a minute. Oh, that's cool. I like that. So this is going to give me source. So I'm not sure what it does. And so it might pull... This might be a pretty slow process to begin with. And so we might just kind of vibe on these. Yes. Okay, let's open up the mod. We're still doing some stuff. So this gave us more source jars. That's cool. Let's go ahead and pop that down as well so that it's got a bunch of source jars that it's going to just keep collecting source while those grow. Good news for us. And then this generates source from mobs, death, and animal breeding. Interesting. So this is storing them. The potion jar stores up to 100 potions. You can remove them by using an empty bottle? What? That's sick. Power through potions. The alchemical source links produces source from adjacent potion jars. And that's just kind of like the potion thing. But it does want me to make more of these arcane pedestals, but I'm going to need lapis. I don't have any lapis with me. So we're going to actually have to do maybe some mining. But the enchanting apparatus is used to craft various items within the mod. And that is actually Is that the imbuement station? Or is this the that's the enchanting apparatus? Yeah. Yes. An arcane core in the ground, and then placing the enchanting apparatus on top of it. An arcane core on the ground. Arcane core. What's an arcane core? Arcane core. Oh, see, Mage Bloom. Using your enchanting apparatus structure, we'll want to craft our first seed, the Mage Bloom seed. See, I knew there was a crop, but apparently you cannot find it. You've got to get it. Well, shucks. Okay, this is fine. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. So I need to make a lot more of these. So we need to go find some lapis. Lapis is going to be our main thing here. So we're going to have to do some diggy digging. Some diggy digging. Let's go ahead and throw all this stuff in here for now. And then I do want to do, hold on. Where is my book? I'm going to need my book. We're going to be casting some spells down in the depths here. Pull out my book. And we're going to make, or actually, is it just C? Yeah. Okay. So, spell number 2. Wait, how do we do Mage Light? I think it's projectile. We don't have Mage Light yet. We still need that's something we need to yet learn. Hold on a second. Glyph index tier 1. We're looking for Mage Light. Where are you? Maybe it isn't in here. Oh, is it a tier 2? This can't be a tier 3, can it? I swore. What the heck? I thought it was in the glyph index. Conjure Mage Light, that's what I'm looking for. How do I make Conjure a Mage Light? So at the scribe's table, we need to throw in a lantern and a torch. Hold control. Okay, so we go here and we want to do Mage Light, right? So Conjure Mage Light. All right, so we need a torch. Watch this. So a torch, and then we need a lantern, so that's going to require some nugs. Gonna require some nugs. Oh, that's a tavern lantern. I need just a regular lantern, please. So then you just go up to this thing and you just straight up yeet him. So it yeets it there, and then you yeet it there. And then it writes up the Mage Light, and then now we can use it, and now we've unlocked Conjure Mage Light. So now, when I go to my spells, it's got this Conjure Mage Light. So we can go to this one, and we're going to make a projectile, Conjure the Mage Light. And we're going to create. So now, if I go to V, go here, I should, in theory, yeah, look at that, and then you can just break them. But they're there forever. And so now we've got some mining availability. Some mining availability, baby. So let's go in here and let's go ahead and grab a decent amount of wood if we've got it. Oak logs, that's perfect. Because we're just going to make a mine that goes straight down. And we're going to need a lot of sticks. A lot of ladders. That is not going to get us anywhere close to the bottom. So hold on a second. Let's go get some of these big old trees here. Boom. Alrighty. Get me out of here. That should be plenty. Nice. Okay. That's huge. That should get us down, because right now, what are we at? Y68. And so we need to go down to, like, Y what have you, but... that there, put that there, put this there, put that there. We need to take one... end up with one stick and a crap load of ladders. That should be good enough. That should be good enough. I probably didn't need to make the extra ones, but let's go ahead and build... I want to try to think of this, you know, in mind with how I want to build my base. So I'm trying to think, like... So I know that I want to start building some farms and stuff over here, and I'm going to build them much smaller than what I've got it right now. I definitely think we're going to go much smaller than what you're seeing now, because right now it's a little bit ridiculous in terms of the size of this, because, like I said, if you go to the map, dang near the entire wheat thing is covered by this chunk. If I want to have a bunch of these covered up with... if I want to have a bunch of crops being able to grow all the time in the constant spawned area, I'm gonna need to, like, drop them down just a little bit. So I think what I want to do is something similar to... Yay, no more rain. But what I want to do is something similar to this, and except what we'll do is we're not going to make them circular, because I want to have, like, the most space that I can, I think. Actually, it might need to be circular like this. But what I'll do is I'm just going to cut it across the center line here. So we'll cut it across the center, these center lines. So it's just like one, so it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Basically 13 crop spots per crop. And it'll be basically just like these sections. So we'll do, you know, a bunch of different types of crops. I think that's going to be the cool portion about this that we'll do. And then when we do dig into mystical agriculture, we'll build kind of like an underground, more futuristic or magical type area underneath these chunks while these are loading, so that those will load as well. So that, I think that's our best bet in terms of this. But this is going to actually go pretty well for our source generation, because we're 22% up and this has a lot to go yet. So one full rotation should be a lot of crops being produced, which is cool. So now that we have the novice mage spell, let's go ahead. I think honestly, we just build this thing somewhere where it's not like right in the way. Either that, or we just build it in town. Then it's like not. Then it's not in like our town at all, or not in our base for the moment. And then we can kind of like wait. Once we do decide what we want to do with it, we can build one. Did I bring any food? No. Because I'm smart. I'm so smart. Super smart. I'm a smart guy. I didn't bring any food with me. And we'll take our little everlasting beef. That should work. All right. Now we go back. Okay. So we have our iron pickaxe, but we don't really need anything iron-wise. We just need diamond. Diamond-wise is going to be kind of our last thing that we have to do. So let's go ahead and build this barley. It's a barley going. But I want to do like crops. Like my plan is, so like for certain crops, we'll do different things for them. So I'm thinking like the crops that continuously grow, we'll put them all together and whatnot. So stop opening that door, dude. Okay, where should we build this? Let's build it on this side. I don't really want to build it that far away. I might just build it like in somebody's house. Honestly, that's not a terrible idea. Hold on, we'll just build it in the dark tower. Then that way I have just like a place to come back to. Like it's like I know I'm coming up in light and or also being protected. So yeah, we'll just do it right here. So if I go to V, I'm gonna need to go to 1 here. And then we can just so we can do a decent amount in a row, but it's not a ton. Yeah, we're gonna need to beef up our magic, because that's taken forever. Interesting. Yeah, that's gonna take a hot minute. And then in order to, because I want to go down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then I want to do like 8, 9, 10. And then we do oh, that might be in the way. But we do it right here. Oop. And then it's like stuck there. And then we're chilling. Magic is fun. Magic is so much fun. But basically, yeah, so that would be kind of like the gameplay loop. But we are going to run out of magic extremely quickly doing it this way. So we'll just mine down for a little bit at least while we've got these pickaxes. There's no use in not utilizing them. Because that way we can at least get down as much as we can with what we've got, and then we can use the pickaxes to, or the book to kind of just do the mining portion. And I think we just need to figure out, basically need to get to the point where we're leveling up our, but we need lapis. That's kind of what we're doing this whole thing for. You know, we can use this to get rid of the gravel though. That's an easy way to do that. It went down pretty far. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh my god, I fell. I was gonna do this like kind of systematically, but we're on spell 2. That's perfect. So shoot that there, and just kind of level it up, light it up. I mean, this is awesome. Hopefully we can find some decent lapis here. Quest completed. Why machines? This should get me down pretty far, honestly. This pickaxe, this should get me down basically where I need to go. So we're at what? Y? We're at Y40. There's still ways. Still a... Oh, need that. And we're doing the 4 here because digging straight down is just diabolical. It's just diabolical, dude. Not worth. Do you have some skeletons coming up on the radar? A couple of underground little sections here. Down to 30. Let's go ahead and hit a torchlight there. Just do it by the Y level. Because about every 10 usually keeps everything lit up for the most part. So, here we go. This is what we were hoping for. Little cave action here. This way we don't have to do... This way we don't have to do too much with, like... legit digging. And hopefully find some lapis. Because we're down Y21. We're basically lapis territory. Basically in that. I do need to probably light... Probably need to light this little entrance up so that we can actually make it back. We'll make a legit mine at some point for our actual mine, for our actual base, but at least this gives us something to do while we're over here. Alright, so there's a ton of ores. Cinnabar. I'm sure that's ruby. Looking for lapis. Light that bad boy up. Love these though. Love these torch lights. They are huge. Huge. Black quartz. That's blue zirconium. So I don't think that's going to give us what we want. Dogs having dreams. All right. He's really having dreams. Having a good dream sesh. What's this? Deep slate arcanium crystal. Diamonds? Hey. I mean, we're not down here for that, but we should mine it. We're down here for lapis, though. Love that there's only creepers spawning in here. Creepers are good. Creepers are good. Keep spawning the creepies. I don't know how many of these I can spawn without, like, lagging my world out completely. I don't know. And granted, they won't, like, show up. It said lapis or... What did it say? What do we put in there? What did we... Wait. Yeah, how do we make these? To create source gems, we'll need to either put lapis or amethyst shards. Right, and I don't have any way of getting amethyst either, so yeah, it's definitely lapis is kind of our main shtick. Might just go this way. This might be better. Creeper, you lead me to lapis. You being cool? Lead me there. Just stay away from me, though. My slippers will scare you. Skeleton spider jockey. That's what that is. I don't like that. Get me out of here. Have I not found any lapis? That is wild to me. Oh. Great. Oh no! He fell and died. So sad. So sad. I'm not going this way then. Do we see lapis on the roof? Anywhere. Lapis anywhere, huh? Don't see lapis anywhere. I'm crazy. I'm going crazy. I was crazy once. They locked me in a room. A rubber room. A rubber room filled with rats. Rats make me crazy. Crazy. I was crazy once. And so it repeats. Well, son of a biscuit, where am I supposed to get this lapis then, huh? Huh? How am I supposed to get it? How am I supposed to get it if it doesn't spawn? I really don't want to go too crazy in this cave either. I feel like I should be able to find lapis, or I should have maybe already found lapis at some point higher up. I feel like I don't have to go all the way to deep slate. Especially, I mean, I don't know with this mod pack. I don't know how it is, but I feel like I shouldn't have to go that far down for lapis, at least. It might just be. It could just be, you know... You know, the luck of the draw here. Not sure what I'm doing right now. But I'm going down this tiny little thing. It's going somewhere. It's going. I don't know where. I don't know where this is leading me, though. A little scared, actually. Not sure it's going to be beneficial for me in the long run. However, that's deep slate zirconium. Okay. Well, I'll tell you. It led me to a runic deep slate, and I need diamond for that, and then zirconium. Okay, well, I just kind of got led down a rabbit hole that's annoying. I'm getting out of here. Let me out! There's no lapis. How the heck am I supposed to progress when I can't find any lapis? Just look on the walls. Scope the place out. There's gotta be a soul lapis somewhere, hungry, waiting for me to find it. Come on. Where's the rogue lapis? Yes! The rogue lapis. We found it. It was just 2 though, which is... It's not enough. It's not enough. I need so many more. How am I supposed to do this? I need more. Does this have anything in it? Soul. Or soul, not soul. A Kia soul. Some torches though. Break this one. Some ashes. Anything fun up here, guys? Anything fun? Any lapis? We're searching for lapis. I'll take some iron while I'm here, you know. So satisfying, dude. So satisfying. Because, like, if you can reach it, you can mine it. And it's instantaneously. There's no wait. Like, such a good spell. And I can't wait to upgrade it so that we can actually, like, mine diamonds and stuff with it, but... Okay, I crossed this little bridge. This is my little dirt bridge that I crossed initially. What's down here? Lapis. Perchance. I don't know. This is scaring me. I feel like it's stuck. I don't have my levitate spell, which you can get. But I guess, what's that? Oh, I thought this was like a diamond for a second, and I was like, no way. I still have the mine thing on, yeah. All right. A little precarious here, but not too terrible. Got some aquamarine. I don't think I can get up here. Help! Just kind of walking. These boots were made for walking. And that is just what they'll do. Now let me out of here. Okay, well... Oh. 11 could be enough. 11 could be enough. Yeah. I thought it was only 4. I thought when I mined it, I only saw 4 come out. Oh my god. Bats. Help. Help me get out of here. We can always come back for a lot of this loot. Not loot, but ores and stuff too. It's not like this is, you know, I'm never coming back or something. But we'll run up here because we can get out, head back home, get these lapises going. So the thing about what I've been doing, like putting the source into the jars, is that the source actually allows... is it nighttime? Daytime. Sweet. Sweet. Daytime, baby. Oh! Hey! Hey, oh! Hey! Go home. Oh my goodness. Oh, little spider jockey just chilling there waiting for me to return. Okay. Fun game. Fun game. Love that. Love that for myself. So, like I said, so this is growing and it's feeding this thing, which is feeding this thing. And this thing is going to eat this lapis like nobody's business to make gems. As source to craft, and it should... This should increase the speed, or I thought it increased the speed. It should... I don't think it's eating that. Normally it would eat it. Interesting. Very interesting. Maybe it's not close enough. Maybe we need to move this. Nose itches. Maybe we need to move this. But get a nice little source gem. Boom. So yeah, hold on a second. Let's move this thing. What if I move that? And then what if we did one of these numbers? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. That's fast. That's what we call speed. Efficiency. It's going up by 20. This is awesome. I'm having fun. Yeah, because what we need to do is because we need to get to the point where we can make the fruits, because that's just like the straight up. Oh, I think I did I accidentally just eat one? I think you can accidentally like eat them. 8? No, it's 11. I was like, uh-oh, did I mess up? Or can you just stick like a whole bunch in here? I don't know. Maybe when we have more resources, we'll try it out and see if that actually works out for us or not, but I think this is good. Here, this giant freaking bumblebee vibing around. Okay. So that used up most of the source just doing 11, but that gave us the opportunity to make a decent amount of these. So let's go. What did we need to make? So I don't need to make anything else in here. As far as I'm aware, we just need to make arcane pedestals. And I have the 3 on me. I'll probably just keep them and then make them, for this next one. So how do we make these arcane pedestals again? It was 1. Yep. And so some gold. Okay. We can do it. I think it's all in this one. Yeah. Okay, give me all those. Give me all my source gems. Give me my nugs. Probably going to need to make a few more nugs as well. Throw these in here. Make some more nugs. Okay. That should be good. That should be good enough. So, and then it's like this. So we need, do we have enough for 5? I think we do. Heck yeah, we do. Plenty. Easy peasy. Okay, now we've got the 8. So now we've got the arcane pedestal set up. And that gave us something. Not sure what, but it gave us something. And so now it's got the ritual brazier. Not sure what this is. It's used to cast rituals. It can also be used for decoration. If you want to light the brazier, use a light spell on it. To perform rituals, you'll need arcane pedestals as well. There's so many rituals to cast. Make sure to check out from the Worn Notebook. This is done by holding control on the ritual table while the book is in your inventory. I don't want to do that. I'm going this way. So now we need the enchanting apparatus is used to craft various items within the mod. It requires source to work. And so it is going to need source. So we're going to have to put this somewhere, build it somewhere, transport this power somehow while we're making the source. Let's see. Start by placing an arcane core in the ground. So we need to put an arcane core in the ground. How do we make an arcane core, you ask? That. We should have enough. We need more we need not nugs, we need actual gold bars. Need actual gold bars. I also want to throw away some of this stuff. Don't need all that crap in our inventory. Let's see. Boop, 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 and boop. Arcane core. Nice. So now we just put this arcane core in the ground. So I put the arcane core in the ground. Let's just put it like here. Boom. Okay. Arcane core in the ground. Now what? Then we make the enchanting apparatus, which needs a diamond. Thankfully, we've got some more. And some nugs and some ingots. Okay. Easy enough. I think I can remember that. So it was... This was in the middle. I think that was like that. Or no, that wasn't in the middle. It was a diamond. Am I crazy? I'm crazy. Hold on a second. I forgot already. Okay. I can do that. Get pushed around. Getting bullied right now. These llamas. That is the wrong thing. Boom. Enchanting apparatus. So now we take this thing and we run all the way over here. And we do bang. Look at that. Bang. Now what? The braziers. Now we put the braziers kind of like in this. Or no, not in that pattern, right? How do I do this? Got more source jars. Like that. Okay, hold on a second. Need to... I think it's... So it's like one away on both... On these furthest sides. Okay, and then like this, 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 and this. We're moving. We're cruising. We're keeping up. Summoning help. Ooh, we can summon some stuff. Amethyst golems. That sounds cool. Okay. Now, I want a mage bloom seed. So using our enchanting apparatus structure, we want to craft our first seed, the mage bloom seed. This will be used to create us some magical clothing. We need mage bloom seeds. So this seed, so it's just a random seed in the middle. It doesn't have to be anything useful. So we'll put a random seed, and we're just going to need source gems. I don't think I have enough source gems. I have 10. No, I'm going to need 12. Shoot. Because what did we need to put in there? It was lapis or amethyst shards. I have 2 amethyst shards. I know I do somewhere. Give me a second. I know they're in here. I saw them right there. Boom, bang. I don't like doing this because the amethyst shards are nice to have for other things, but we are in need. But this thing requires source to work, so I don't know if it's actually going to work. I don't know if it's actually going to do the thing I need it to do. Because we just don't have enough source being crafted or created. So we'll have to figure out how we can make some more. What am I doing? I'm looking for something. I can't remember what I was looking for now. Well, let's go to sleep first. Oh, I was just going to grab a seed. Just a random seed, just to see if it worked. I don't think it's going to. It requires that stuff. I don't think it's going to actually work. Let's just put a random seed in my inventory and see if this actually works. So you do this, 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 and this. And then you put that seed thing in the middle. It's working. It wants me to make 3 of these. We're making 3. Trust me. I need more seeds, though. I didn't anticipate this actually working. It's kind of like a last-ditch effort to see if it actually worked. It said it requires source, but somehow it got source. I don't know how. It's freaking awesome, though. Isn't this sick? Nice. Oh, so you have to put the recipe stuff on top first before you can even put the middle stuff in. It's definitely not pulling anything out of here, I don't think. Maybe it's these. It's like just pulling that source stuff out. So we've got the Mage Bloom seed. And it's going to give us some more. So it's going to start us with a decent amount. And so what we're going to do is actually, we're going to go grab, we're going to do something that I should be doing here. Can you accidentally eat these? I hope not. I don't want to accidentally eat those all. We're going to grab a pickaxe. Or I have a pickaxe. Yeah, I'm good. So I'm going to run over here. There's some bones over here that we're going to go grab. The bones are going to be pretty vital for us to be able to start, what's it called? Getting the fertilizer going. So the fertilizer is going to be pretty important. Hello, rabbit. I like that these guys drop little coffees. I can drink this coffee. Watch this. I am speed. I am speed. There's those bone pillars, but there were more bones over this way. Oh, I'm stuck. These cactuses. Whee! I am speed. Thank you, rabbit. Okay. Thanks to that rabbit, we get all the way over here, which is awesome. And so now, I'll be able to mine these. Dude, I can mine those all day. That is the most satisfying sound I've ever heard. And then these bone blocks, you can chuck these bad boys in here and get 8 billion freaking bone meals. 8 billion. Oh, we can have more. Okay, sweet. Ooh, tomato shrubs. Hey, we can get some tomatoes eventually. And tomatoes, I think, are one of those plants that don't get completely mined down. So that's like another big one that we should be able to get the pylons going. However, to get pylons going, we need to get into the nether. It's a whole deal. We'll get there once we get our mage. Once we can level up our mage thing here, like get some mage armor, so we can actually have some actual magic going. Then we'll get some really fun stuff happening here. So now I need to go over here and do no. I don't need to go over here. I need to go. We're gonna do red fertilizer. So this red fertilizer is good stuff. So we're going to need red dye though. And that should be easy enough. I see some red flowers right over here. Are these tomato bushes? Those are also tomato shrubs. But I see some red dye or some tulips. So those should be able to make us perfect. We're going to need a little bit more, though. That's not going to be enough. That won't be enough. We're going to need more. I can't, oh, it's just the tomato seeds. I don't want that yet. Dang it. I'm looking for red flowers to make freaking red dye so that I can make thing. Crab. Can I kill crab to get red dye? I don't know if that's enough either. We can hope. Because I want to do, I guess it's enough for now. That's all I have. How many do you make at a time? 4. Yeah, that's probably enough. It's just 3. It's 3 per every 4, you know. So we need a bunch of wheat seeds. Not that many wheat seeds. It's only 1, which sucks. I wish it was the other way around. But so you put, so how much red dye do we have? We have enough for 2. So we do boop, 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 boop. And so now we get this red fertilizer. So what we're going to do with this red fertilizer, because we're going to keep this specific section going right now. And what we're going to do is we're going to hack some of this stuff up here. So we're going to hack this stuff up here. And then we're going to go just put this stuff down. Perfect. And so this actually just increases the speed of our mage bloom, so it'll grow much faster. It's not crazy fast, but it's faster. So we should have, hopefully, but these take a while to grow if I remember right. So that might be a minute. Okay, 1 tick, 71%. 86%. There's freaking pillagers over there again, dude. Get away from my house. You're not allowed. Okay. So we're growing. So that's what we need. We need to get some fibers. And I think they're perpetual, if I remember right. I think they stay forever. So we should be able to just have them. Let's see. So we are looking for... I am curious to like start kind of learning a lot of... Oh, no. Give me that back. Thank you. So I am curious to start learning all of these. So if you could just go to tier 1. Something's right next to me. It's probably that llama. But bounce. Bounce sounds fun. Need slime. You need slime for it. Bubble? I think that's like a shield thing. Or no, it's probably a breathable thing. But you need this extra stuff, and so I need to be able to make this extra stuff, which I can't. I think, hold on. So let's go to like, I think it's essence. Okay, here we go. So it'd be like this water essence. So how do I make a water essence in the imbuement chamber? And so this would be in the imbuement chamber, not in the thing that we were already working with. So I don't think we can use this. We can utilize this in this way. We could always try it. But we need a snow block. So we need to go find some snow, basically. But that would be how we get like some of that stuff. Kind of vibing here. But ooh, those are done, by the way. So I think I can just, yep. So now we get this mage bloom. So now what do I do with this? Okay, there's another one. So what do I do with this? How do we get mage bloom fiber? And you just literally stick it into your crafting table. It couldn't be any easier. You scared me, dude. Quit drinking your poshies. Scared that crap out of me. So all we have to do, in theory, yeah, look at that. Boom. Now we have 12 Mage Bloom fiber. Now what the heck do I do with the Mage Bloom fiber? And we get even more. That's how you make spell parchments? Ooh. Enchanter's Sword allows you to attach a touch spell to the sword. All spells on the sword gain 1 additional amplify augment to the last effect on the spell. To apply a spell to a sword, use a scribe's table, create the spell without using a form. Interesting. How do I make this? So it's a diamond sword with a diamond, and then we need some source blocks. So we're going to have to just have a... We're going to need to find a way to make a lot of source blocks. That's going to be the issue here, is making these kind of like automating it in some capacity. Let's see. Enchanter's Mirror will apply a self spell. What about the Enchanter's Wand? The caster's wand only accepts a single spell and inscribed using the scribe's table. Wand spells always start with projectile, accelerate, and must be inscribed with a spell that does not have another method. This allows you to cast spells beyond the 10 spell cap. If you want to use break, just inscribe the wand with break. How do we make a wand? Oh my. We need a lot of stuff. So you could just use... Basically, it's a wand pickaxe. Is that as simple as it could be? It's interesting. I am curious. Curious. Very curious. I'm excited to make some of this stuff. Anyway. I think, wasn't I supposed to make, like, being able to make some, like, clothes and stuff? Wasn't that, like, I could make, like, some, so we can make a spell parchment. How do we do that? How do I do that with, normal stuff? I think it's just paper. You just stick paper into the... But I thought it was going to allow me to do the thing. Make some mage clothes. So hold on. So let's go. So we're going to type in Mage Bloom Fiber. So you click on that, but then you right click on it. And now it shows me what I can do with the dang thing. So what can I craft? A Wixie hat. Gives to a Starbuncle to make them transport potions. Weird. A Whirly propeller. Drink me horns. Alteration table. Orange Mage Bloom bed. Blank thread. Blank parchment. That's how you do it. Okay. 64-bit source storage portion. Okay, that's crazy. We can make a trinkets pouch. Can be opened with J while in the hotbar or in a curio slot. So we can put trinkets in there. Is that literally it? I can't make like any like mage clothes or something? I thought I'd be able to make some. Oh. I see. I see. I am understanding. Arcanist's pants. So we can make, so it seems there's the Battle Mage, Sorcerer, and Arcanist. So, yeah, okay. So Battle Mage is going to be the best with Diamond. because you're going to get 3 armor, 30 max mana, and +1 mana regen. The Arcanist threads, so this is probably the lowest. You get 2 armor, 30 max mana. Okay, you can still get a decent amount, so we'll just build. And so this is at the enchanting apparatus. So we need to put the mage bloom fiber with. So let's go big. We're about to be a sorcerer, baby. We're about to be a sorcerer, baby. Okay, so what we do is we go find just our blocks of iron, literal blocks. Then we go in here, get those back out, and then we do a hat. I need to. I got too much stuff. Too much stuff, not enough space. We do that, and then we do that, and then I need pants. I need just a little bit more for the pants. Boom. Okay. Now we do have just enough too, which is awesome. We could have got we can get more though. Like it's not impossible to get. So we put the fiber in here, right? And then I can put the helmet like such. However, we did have a diamond. We have diamond helmet and diamond boots. I messed up. I can always get more, though. I think, yeah, because honestly, we should probably just make those if we can. Because we already have them made. And it provides more armor. But, nah. I'm cool with this. We'll do the helmet and the boots, though. So we'll put the pants. We'll do the pants. I mean, I just did the helmet, but... Pantaloons. Give me pants. I want to do the full iron armor thing. I think that'd be cool. Nice. I'm having fun. Okay, now we put the chest piece in here. Boop. And this should make it so it's a little bit easier to rock and roll with this sort of stuff. And then the booties. So we'll put this, bang, bing, bong, bing. Yes. Yo. Dude, I think it goes up really fast. Hold on. So let's go to V. Let's go to break. Okay, decently fast. Like, we've got 4 mana regen now, so now we've got, like, a decent amount of regen. And this is tier 1. So, like, I guess I don't know. How do we increase the tiers? That's tier 7. How do you increase the tiers? Hold on. I guess we'll, let's go get the, let's go to my house and let's do some studying. Let's do some studying, figure out how we increase the tiers of these things. So let's pull up the Tattered Tome. And let's go to items and equipment. Let's go to the armor. So magical armor we've already made will increase. The sorcerer's set provides the lowest defense, provides the most powerful, but provides the most powerful set of slots for threads. The Arcanist and Battle Mage set provide increasingly more defense, but fewer and less powerful thread slots. For more information on threads, see the section on armor and perks. So each type of armor has its own unique set of thread slots. Upgrading the armor to a new tier will unlock and add additional slots. The sorcerer set provides the least amount. Da 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 da. And so I put on the Arcanists. The sorcerer, that was the gold, wasn't it? I think that was the gold. So tier 1, you get 1 thread slot. I don't know what that means. And so this, see, I could have went in here and could have showed me how to do this. All right, next one. So magical armor can be upgraded with threads to provide additional effects. Each type of armor has a different number of slots, and those slots will vary in size. Larger slots will increase the power of threads, and some threads require a slot of certain size. To apply these threads, see the section on the alteration table. So we're going to have to make an alteration table. That's what we're going to have to do. And so we're also going to need blaze rods and chorus fruit, it seems, which is going to not be fun to get. And that's just to get it to tier 1. That bumps it to a tier 3. Oh, that's a tier 2. Tier 2 is but that's just putting in tier 1. So it only does go up to tier 3. Alteration table. And then you can make blank threads with gold. And that's it. Okay. Well, that's cool. All right. Well, there are a bunch of things. So let's go to items. How about there's an enchanter's fishing rod. I just wanted to go to like the wand. I wanted to check out the wand and see if it does like what I think it does. If I'm doing like, what's the ring of greater discount? Provides a slightly large discount over the lesser ring of discount. Of like, what does that mean though? Like that really helps me. Amulet of Mana Regen. Increases the mana regeneration by a moderate amount. And that's a decent amount. It's not like too terribly expensive to create though. I assume that's probably what we need to have is some sort of mana regen. The Alchemist Crown consume potions and flasks instantly from their inventory. That's insane. Especially since I'm not fully on that. The wand isn't in here. Spell casting. Oh, there we go. Ooh. Okay. Enchanters. There's a lot of enchanters stuff happening here. So let's just do the enchanter's wand. So the wand accepts only a single spell. I'm just curious if it like costs. I'm curious if it costs. Like, you know what I mean? Like my mana, like is it going to cost me to use the dang thing? I feel like that could be interesting. Could be an interesting way to go about things. However, I am happy. Nope. Stay away from me. Well, guys, looks like we're not playing anymore. It looks like we're trapped inside our house. Necromancer's outside vibing. And I don't have a spell to kill him. I don't have a spell. I have a harm. I could shoot a projectile at him and harm him, but I don't know how effective that is. I don't think that's gonna help us. We do have that other book. It's Lafuia's Bwomp. I'm afraid to use this thing, first of all, because I don't know what it does. So let's run over here real quick. And let's take a... You're chill, right? Everyone's chill. No one's going to attack me while I'm reading books. So you don't have any configurable items in your inventory. So I'm not sure what it does. Your enemies will try to kill you. Cast under a target's feet to bury them. Cast the spell at half the cost. So it like buries them. Let's try it on these pillagers here. I'm not sure I like this spell. I don't think this spell is very good. It doesn't hurt them. Okay, well, we're gonna chill and be really chill about all of this. And everyone's gonna die. Without causing a stink. I don't know where the other pillager went. Oh, there he is. Couldn't get out of his hole. Nice. Okay. So we've got a decent start, and we took a bunch of arrows to the face. Ow. Okay, so this thing sucks. Hopefully that necromancer kind of just disappeared now. I don't know where bro went, but I really don't want to mess with him. Necromancers kind of suck in terms of like dealing with. So let's see. Do we have some? Yeah, give me some of that. I need to find an infinite ham is what I need. This everlasting beef is annoying because it has like it's on a cooldown timer. So if I do this, so you can just throw it on there. I don't know what it like. What do I do with these spells that I find? Can I like? So like, I'm curious as to see like what it. So it's got the missile. Okay, so hold on. We're gonna do some investigating here. So let's go to the documentation, and then let's go to the glyph index. So it's got a tier 1, so it's got projectile. So that's basically what this is doing for sure. So but it's like bringing the stuff back. So like I can accidentally break stuff or whatever. So and then it's got like a key thing, and then like 3 of the wall arrows. Sorry, I'm saying just these weird things. 3 wall arrows. We should probably just go to the tattered tome. This will give us a better idea. So is it pull? No. So it's sensitive. What is sensitive? Causes forms to target blocks they normally cannot target. Projectile in orbit will target grass, and touch will target fluids and air. Changes targeting rules of certain effects. So sensitive is essentially put on a projectile. So now it's it's just targeting either grass or the floor. And then the next one, there's no filter, so it's up to tier 2 now. So I'm looking for like a wall arrow. Pierce. So when applied to a projectile spell, projectiles may continue through their path an additional time. So it's going 3 times is what it's doing. So it's got 3 projectiles on it. Okay. Okay. And then it also has 3 AoEs, so a spell will affect a larger targeted area. And then what else does it have? That like blue blue double square thing. It's like this one, but it's not a mage block. It is Enderman. I don't think it's... Sup, dude? I'm looking at the ground. I don't want to look at you. What else does it do? This is insane. There's so much stuff to do in here that it just doesn't... Like, my brain is just not comprehending. Is it a tier 3? It is. Intangible. Causes blocks to temporarily turn into air. Can be modified with Amplify for blocks of higher hardness, AoE duration, downtime, and extend time. So I think it gives you... So it works with Pierce. It works with AoE. So that's why they're in the same spell together, because it works with both of these. Interesting. There are so many of these. So many. Recalls the target stored in reliquary and casts a spell on it. Interesting. Glide. Grants the glide effect, allowing wearers to fly as if they were wearing an elytra. So yeah, you do like a little extend time on that, and you're basically just flying. You don't even need an elytra, dude. Rage. Kills a target causing it to attack. Oh, that can be good for having stuff kill each other. Wither applies the wither debuff. Love that. Water jet creates a high pressure water jet that pierces through the closest target, ignoring armor. Split can be used to spawn multiple at the same time using randomize. On top will make each jet target a different entity if possible. That's nuts. That's nuts. Obliterate. Obliterate foes by sheer force with an arcane hammer. Can be augmented with sensitive to process item entities. Interesting. That just uses... What's orbit? Summons 3 orbiting projectiles that will cast a spell on any entities it may hit. Okay. These are freaking cool. I can't even use those, so I don't even know why I'm doing that. What does break? What can break? A spell you start with breaks blocks of an average hardness, can be amplified to increase the harvest level. Oh. Sensitive will simulate breaking blocks with shears instead of a pickaxe. Increases the depth of targeted blocks. Breaks blocks with shears instead of a pickaxe. What does that mean? What do you mean breaks with the shears? As if like it... Oh, breaks blocks with shears, so it would break like... I get it. Applies fortune when breaking blocks. Extract applies silk touch, so we can just get automatic silk touch. That's crazy. AoE increases the radius. Amplify increases the harvest. Dampen decreases the harvest level, and then adds a chance to not target a block. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? So does that mean that I can like maybe do some stuff with that? We must go. Retreat to study. Retreat to study. Well, I guess that doesn't help me. So glyph index. So tier 1 glyphs. Yeah, we can do an amplify. So we should try to learn amplify, which is simply a diamond pickaxe. So that's huge. So let's go learn amplify. Because then we have a diamond pickaxe. It's a no-brainer. Then we just have an automatic diamond pickaxe all the time. That's insane. And I have plenty of diamonds. Just 1 diamond. 2, 3. You make just a little bit more sticks. I also need to just like empty my inventory. The chest monster is real. The chest monster has begun. Perfect. Okay. And so now what we go is we use our book, go into here, and we want to learn. Where's Amplify? There it is. So we want to learn Amplify. So we select Amplify. And now take this out and I go, yeet. And then it writes Amplify for us. Nice. And now we do this. Now I've unlocked Amplify. So now I can go to this novice spellbook. And now we can use our break. And we can add this in our 1 slot. So now we have an easy test. We have an easy test. So now we go over here. And we got to cross the water. Whee! Because we need to attempt to break this. Because it is deep slate, or it's platinum ore. Yo! Yo! This is sick. There wasn't more diamonds in there. Dang it. There's a lot more diamonds in there. A lot more than I thought. Not enough mana, so it does eat mana pretty bad. So we're definitely going to need to get... We're definitely need to upgrade. Oh, there's some lapis right there. What's the fortune one do, though? Because we can add fortune to this, too. Where's my tome? My tattered tome. So go back. I want to add... Is it luck? It might not be a... I think it was... You have to just go with break here. Luck. Yeah, it's... I think it's a tier 2. So we can't use it. Won't be able to use it quite yet. Yep, luck, it's tier 2. So we're going to have to upgrade this bad boy. So, that being said, we need some more source gems. Oh! God! Scare me every time, dude. Okay, give me all this stuff. This is awesome. This is just awesome. I love that there was all this lapis here, and I literally didn't even think about it. It didn't even cross my mind that there was maybe some lapis just chilling up here. So, kind of annoying that I did that to myself. Whatever. Okay. So now, because like I said, what did I need for? Because we wanted to make the amulets, so we wanted to do regen +3, so you get even more. So it's going to be 2 more diamonds, 2 gold, and 4 of these. That's easy enough. I think we have enough diamonds. We've got enough diamonds so far. I think this is going to be worth it more than anything. Doing it this way. I have literally... Because I found just the 2 more diamonds, actually. So we don't have to use any of our actual diamonds. Okay. Just do this so that it doesn't harvest another one. And then I'll need 2 gold bars. I have this one. That's cool. Wait, how else do I... Oh, how did I do this? The amulets of mana regen. So it was a dull trinket. I need I need one more. I need one more. So give me this. Oh, not that. This. We're gonna put on my gold. I need just 2 of those. Perfect. So we need to do this one more time. Okay. Let me go to the crafting bench. This should be nice. This should give us... Okay, so you make a dull trinket like such. Now we have a dull trinket. So we have the dull trinket, we've got the 2, we've got the 4, and the 2. That should be everything we need to do this. So let's go throw. So it's... I don't know if it has to be exactly right, but we'll do it exactly right. Just so it... So 4... Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put that dull trinket in the middle. Oh, this is sick. Nice. And now we have an amulet of mana regeneration. This goes on my neck, so we got to take this cross necklace off. And we put on the amulet. So now we have a decent amount of mana regen. So it actually goes up really quick now. Yeah, that's really good. That's good. Okay, so we're chilling. So these are empty, so I'm kind of curious on that whole portion. So I want to mess around with like the threads. I think the threads are something interesting to kind of mess with. Oop. I didn't mean to do that. My bad. I meant to just throw those in there and get some of that. Oh my goodness. So you can just harvest these without... Why am I dumb? So you can just harvest these. And it won't let you harvest the ones that aren't. That's... I'm special sometimes, I think. Okay. So now let's pull out this tattered tome and let's take another read here. So I wanted to look at these. I guess it'd be like magical automation. Basic spell turret. Automation methods via spells, magical helpers and healers, and rich helpers and rituals. Using one or combination of these options can achieve almost anything you want, such as farming crops, trees, quarrying the earth, crafting and transporting items, smelting and brewing potions. What do you mean quarrying the earth? Drigmies are often found following and tending to animals around it. They can be found anywhere, though somewhat rarely. Drigmies can be given a home in the world and will produce items from nearby monsters and animals as if they were slain without harming them. A wild Drigmy may be befriended by throwing a Wilden Horde near it. You may dye a Drigmy cyan, orange, or brown. Wilden Horde. Interesting. What's a Wixie? Craft items? A Starbuncle? naturally appear in wooded areas. And when a starbuncle is given a golden nugget, it will vanish from the world and leave behind a starbuncle token. Okay. We need to go to sleep. Because I do have a starbuncle token. I don't know what the starbuncles do. We'll figure out what a starbuncle does. I'm learning so much. And I didn't realize that we can automate some stuff. Summon starbuncles will pick up nearby items and can move items between inventories, such as chest. We'll harvest fully grown sourceberry bushes around it, and will drop its charm when dispelled or when killed. To bind Starbuncle to place items into a chest, use the Dominion Wand. So we would need the Dominion Wand. So we're going to have to make them little beds, it seems. So automation and crafting. Is that where I was before? Yeah. Automation and crafting. No, I was in a different... I was in the getting started section, which was the magical automation. So none of these actually, like... Magical automation. Crafting and automation. Amethyst Golem will harvest, grow, and collect amethyst near its home. To obtain an amethyst golem, perform the ritual of awakening near budding amethyst to obtain the amethyst golem. What's then? It can sift sand and gravel to find items found in archaeology sites. Interesting. There's so many fun things. A bookworm? Charms can be used on a storage lectern to increase the number of accessible inventories. They will drop their charm. There's so many. What's a flare cannon? Wandering sentry. Okay, that's kind of sick. Flashjack. By giving them a flash pine. Their job is tied to base defense. Interesting. Very interesting. I'm just kind of curious about like a lot of these. Because I'm trying to see if there's one that like mines for you. There's got to be one that mines. Because you get the Wixies, but he's just crafting. Whisperlings. Interesting. This mod pack is crazy. Crazy big. Okay. Well, anyway, I think I am... I'm probably going to end up ending the stream here. Because I am... Not going to lie, I am a little tired. I'm actually kind of sleepy. So I am going to go ahead and end the stream here, but things are looking up. I think we're going to do a little bit of base upgrading tomorrow. Not tomorrow, on next either Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I haven't decided if I'm going to do Friday as well, but we might do Friday as well and kind of do a little nice stream on Fridays, maybe Friday afternoon, but it might just be Overwatch too. So, but no, thank you so much for watching. It's been fun. It's been real. We've been vibing for about 2.5 hours or so. So, good little stream here on a Sunday afternoon. So, anyway, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, do what you gotta, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks.